You're listening to World Update, coming to you live from the BBC in London. It was March this year that President Trump declared the 100% defeat of Islamic State in Syria, but the US Defense Department begs to differ. Its watchdog has just issued a report warning of a resurgence of IS in Syria, even as the United States withdraws its troops. The report says that IS has been able to regroup and sustain operations in both Syria and Iraq, and that its strategies in both countries is to create turmoil in territory it has lost. Dr. Joana Cook is from the International Centre for the Study of Radicalisation at King's College here in London. And, of course, the Pentagon is now saying what most commentators said at the time, that IS may have lost its territorial caliphate, but that wasn't the end of the jihadists.
Correct. This has been anticipated for some time. There was a recognition that as ISIS continued to lose territory, there would be a likelihood of them evolving into an insurgency. And it really was unreasonable to think that ISIS could be so easily defeated and so quickly defeated through military means alone through the initial operations.
The Pentagon report says that popular support for Islamic State in Iraq remains concentrated in the northern and western provinces, and it does seem extraordinary, given what they did, that there should be any residual support for IS.
This is completely understandable, but I think it's also imperative to remember that they did for a number of years maintain a governance project there where they were implementing aspects of governance, including the provision of services, which in some cases was actually more effective than those of local forces. We also have seen a lag in being able to contribute to the rebuilding, the reconstruction, and the stabilization of the region, which is also compounding local grievances currently.
And the report, well, not openly critical, but says or seems to suggest that the Iraqi security forces are not really able to cope with this resurgence.
It's a very significant insurgence. So local figures have estimated that there might be up to 18,000 members, including about 3,000 foreigners still with ISIS. So this is a significant concern, and it is a formidable task ahead of them and a formidable threat.
The report also speaks about Islamic State being active in Al-Hol, which is one of those enormous internally displaced persons camp in northeast Syria, where it is able, it says, to recruit new members. This, again, a rather alarming development.
So it certainly is an alarming development, but the case of Al-Hol also raises the important concern about foreign nations repatriating their citizens. So we know that there are at least 8,000 foreign minors, at least 4,000 foreign women, and at least 1,000 males that are detained in separate facilities. But these are foreign citizens that governments are not taking responsibility for, that are only further contributing to the ails faced by the region currently. So it really highlights the importance of governments really stepping up and taking responsibility for these. Furthermore, as SDF forces continue to focus on other concerns, such as the insurgency of ISIS, it really detracts from their ability to really maintain and address these camps in ways that they really do require currently.
Dr. Cook, many thanks. Dr. Joana Cook from the International Centre for the Study of Radicalisation at King's College, London.